Hello, true crime aficionados. Today we're going to talk about the disturbing case of a greedy lawyer who stole over $1 million in a wrongful death inheritance from a girl after her father died, has been sentenced to nearly 5 years in prison. Thanks to attorney John Ray and the U.S. Department of Justice, Vincent J. Tremarco Jr., 52, of Smithtown was sentenced to 57 months in prison for conspiracy to commit mail and wire fraud in a scheme to defraud a then minor of her inheritance from a federal wrongful death lawsuit. Tremarco was also ordered to pay $1.5 million in restitution and forfeiture worth $1.5 million. Tremarco pleaded guilty to the charges in October 2020. He had been admitted to practice law in New York since 1997. Tremarco's theft of a seven-figure inheritance from a child for personal gain is a disgraceful breach of trust and betrayal of his time-honored duties as an attorney. Breon Peace, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, said in a news release, "His conduct is an affront to the courts, the bar, and the community at large." Tremarco's sentence should serve as a warning that this office will prosecute corrupt attorneys who abuse their positions and break the law for personal gain. From April 2012 through August 2017, Tremarco and a co-conspirator executed a scheme to defraud a minor who was the co-conspirator's grandchild of settlement proceeds stemming from a wrongful death action. Using the settlement proceeds, Tremarco and the co-conspirator purchased luxury vehicles, including a Ferrari F430 Spider for $200,000 and a Jaguar XKR convertible for $57,000, as well as multiple properties in Suffolk County for over $600,000, and invested approximately $800,000 in the Emporium, a now defunct nightclub and music venue in Patchogue, New York, in which Tremarco was at times a part owner. Despite orders from the Suffolk County Surrogates Court in April 2012, June 2012, and August 2012, restraining the disbursement of the settlement proceeds and ultimately directing that they be returned, Tremarco and his co-conspirator sold the assets that they purchased with the settlement proceeds, but did not return the proceeds to the rightful heir. Scott Erickson died in jail at the age of 20 when Schaefer was 5, according to Newsday. Erickson died in 2005 of what his family said was a brutal beating while he was jailed on a misdemeanor drug charge. He and Schaefer never met. Tremarco was arrested in October 2017. Gary Erickson, named in the criminal case as an unindicted co-conspirator, died before the investigation was complete, Newsday reported. The girl's attorney, John Ray, went to the FBI when he was unable to collect money from Tremarco. John Ray said, "At long last, justice has descended on Suffolk County. For the little girl, it could mean that her dreams could be fulfilled, among them to have a pony and go to college." The wrongful death lawsuit was settled in 2011 for $3 million by Suffolk County. The girl's father, Scott Erickson, died in the jail after being arrested for the misdemeanor charge of fifth-degree possession of marijuana. His family claims he was brutally beaten, while jail officials claim he became violent when placed in the jail cell, receiving only a small cut on his head. Of the total settlement, $1 million in legal fees were deducted. The remaining $2 million went to the Scots' father, Gary Erickson. In 2012, Ray claimed his client, a young girl living with her grandmother, was the rightful heir to the settlement. Her mother was a teenager when she was in a relationship with Scott. A Suffolk surrogate's court ruled that same year that the girl was entitled to the money as an heir. Instead of returning the properties that were purchased with the settlement money, Tremarco tried to sell them and pocket the money. He tried to do this by creating shell companies that he secretly controlled so the properties or material could be purchased. The money could then be transferred to accounts he controlled, according to the indictment. Breon Peace, United States Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, and Michael J. Driscoll, Assistant Director in Charge, Federal Bureau of Investigation, New York Field Office, FBI, announced the sentence. The government's case is being handled by the office's Long Island Criminal Division. Assistant United States Attorneys Catherine M. Mirabile and Michael J. Bushwack are in charge of the prosecution, with the assistance of Assistant United States Attorney Madeline O'Connor, who is handling forfeiture matters. As of today, named Vincent Tremarco has been disbarred and serving out his 5-year sentence in federal prison. A very special thanks to John Ray and his law office for seeking justice for his client. Do you think the former disgraced attorney Vincent Tremarco Jr. and the grandfather Gary Erickson got off easy? Let us know in the comments what you think. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to True Crime with Guarantee.